This lady right here has committed probably the stupidest case of welfare fraud I have ever seen. She was caught in the act and then posted a video on TikTok telling everyone about it, and of course it went viral.
I almost just got arrested.
Welcome to True Island Stories. Today we're going to talk about a hot topic, very hot topic, where a lot of people are losing their food stamps. A lot of people are losing their welfare. A lot of people are losing their Section 8. A lot of people are losing their disability, social security, and the list goes on and on. Now, there are two sides to each coin. Some people abuse the system. Some people can work and yet they refuse to work, and they breed up, have tons of kids and live off the government, live exorbitantly off the government, and then have the audacity to post it on socials, mainly TikTok, and brag on others who can't afford to live like them, who has to work, pay taxes for them to live like how they're living, and then come and boast. Now, if you lose yours, well, you just gotta look in the mirror. Now, I'm gonna play a video, and then I'm gonna jump right back in, alright?
Again, this time for welfare fraud. I was going to Walmart like I do every week. I get food stamps, so I get between 5 and 7 24 packs of like the cheap Walmart brand pop or whatever. The ones that you get 10 cents back for every, can or whatever. And I use my food stamps to buy the pop, and then I go up to the parking lot and I pour them all out. This girl and her husband with their family were next to me in their car, and they freaking called the cops. The cops show up as I've got like over 100 freaking Walmart pop cans all around me, and they told me to stop where I was at and put my hands up. They gave me a warning. They say next time they catch me pouring Walmart pop out in the Walmart parking lot, they're going to arrest me for welfare fraud. And now I'm going to lose my food stamps.
So she was going to Walmart, using her food stamps and purchasing 5 to 7 24 packs of soft drinks and then dumping them out into the parking lot. If we take a look, Dr. Thunder, Sam's Cola, this is close as I can get to generic. Sprite is also EBT eligible. Anyway, so $8.54 for Dr. Thunder with 7 cases. That's $59.78 plus tax, over $60 for all of the drinks. And then she walks outside, pours them on the ground, goes back in with the cans, and then feeds them into the machine and gets 10 cents per can. That's 168 cans. She was getting $16.80 out of the $60 purchase for the drinks. So taxpayers were giving her food stamps so that she can eat and she could survive, and she was taking that and pouring all of it onto the ground. Why wouldn't you just go back home and put it into a container, or drink them all? Take 1 week, drink them all. That's a lot to drink in 1 week. But take them, drink them, stack them up, and then when you go back to Walmart, you feed it into the machine, and then you get your next stash, do it the same. You would at least get to drink the soft drink, drink the soda, and then eventually you would constantly have this smart conveyor belt of feeding cans into the machine. That's not fraud because you're actually using it. But no, you had to go and just dump it out into the parking lot and waste all of that. That's just overconsumption and wastefulness at its prime. Now, if you think this criminal mastermind got away with it, she didn't. Check this out.
So I decided to open up my DHS mail that I had sitting in my
mailbox
thing for a few days now. Yeah, they took my food stamps. Yeah, they took my food stamps from the thing that happened last week with the pop cans and dumping them out in the Walmart parking lot to get cash, like I've always done. And the cop said he could have arrested me, but he wasn't going to, but he had to report it to the state. I didn't think he could actually report it. So not only are they taking my food stamps away and my cash benefits, they are making me repay everything.
Okay, let me jump in and say this. There are flaws in the disability system. Now, as I said before, some people, they go on disability and welfare and they breed up like flies. And they go on TikTok, flaunt it off. And those who pay taxes pay for their lifestyle. And that is nowhere fair. Only flaws though I see with the disability is the cost of living goes up every year. but disability payments have barely moved, like a sloth trying to cross the road after a belly full of leaves. So imagine, you're still getting the same amount of disability, or not far off from 15 years ago. So you're getting $100 or $1,000 per month. You still gotta pay taxes out of that. Now you gotta take into consideration the 2008 Great Depression, and then 2020 and beyond, COVID, which we are still recovering from. Do you know how much cost of living went up since then? Medical bills, medications, and just basic necessities. Now that's the ish they sweep under the rug. But guess what? That don't mean it ain't real. Because remember, facts can change opinions. Facts can't change opinions. And in that same sentence, opinions cannot change facts. I'm gonna do a separate video on the cost of living. But check this out. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, since 2007 to 2004, the CPI increased by about 50%, 50 to 55%. Now this means that whatever cost 100 in 2007 would now cost around $150 to around $155 in 2024. And what you did was like downright disrespectful to the system, because you bought sodas, tons of sodas, and God judge it. How long have you been doing that? Jugs of sodas just to empty it out, and then have the audacity to post it on TikTok, and a cop stopped you, warned you of the impending consequences if you repeat your actions. And what did you do? You did the same thing. And now somebody calling on you and you're complaining. Bro, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, man. Let's continue.
From the last year. Do you know how much that is? The number is right here. $23,678 they want me to pay back.
You expected a cop not to report something? That's literally his job. Now she has to pay back $23,000 for the last month. This was posted basically January 1st, so that's $23,000. All the food and all the scamming that you did for the entire year of 2024, you now have to pay back. Good job.
I can't afford groceries with the food stamps that they were giving me. How do they expect me to pay it back now?
You can't afford groceries with the food stamps they were giving you? You were dumping $60-something worth of drinks on the ground. The hell you couldn't afford food with what they gave you.
Does anybody know if there's like an appeal? Can I appeal this? It doesn't say. I'm fucking screwed.
No, there is no appeal. The only thing you can do is get an attorney, and that's going to be expensive too. Now, when the cops come to your house with a warrant for your arrest, do you actually get the chance to post a video on TikTok? I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure they just say, turn around, put your hands behind your back. But this is what she decided to do.
Cops are at my fucking house right now. They decided to press charges for welfare fraud for me buying all those Walmart 12 packs and dumping them out for cash because I need cash. Now they're outside my door and they have a warrant and they said they're gonna break down the door if I don't come out.
The fact that you're able to post this video just shows me how much bullshit you spew online. Because something like this is all just numbers. Like, you got served papers. You never said that you never posted a follow-up video to this saying that you actually went to jail. So if they did come to your house, they were probably just serving you with papers super early in the morning, because that's how I got served with papers one time. Now, when I first called Window all this, she had about 82,000 followers on TikTok, which is no small feat. Like, that's a large following, to be honest. So I'm like, hey, why don't you just monetize your TikTok account and you can get some money from views, you can do TikTok shop, whatever, and bring in some money so you're not, scrounging around for $16. And she did, and I'm super happy to see it. She made $2,100 in a week. I mean, that's a six-figure income. It's like, what, 2,100 times 52 weeks of the year? That's $100,000 a year. Good job. Totally changed all around. I mean, come on. That's to be celebrated. But now she's saying she's having issues making all this money, and this is where the delusion really sets in.
So not only has somebody reported me to DHS because I'm making money on TikTok, somebody has reported me to disability for me, my husband, and my son, and they have also reported me to child support. So what happens with child support? So if one of my children's fathers owes me money, it goes down because now I'm making more money than I was. So now I have to do a whole new, like, child support packet because now I'm making more money than I was 4 months ago. TikTok might be going away in a month. I don't understand why people are hating on me so much. It is ridiculous. So now I have lost my food stamps, my cash assistance. Now I'm losing my disability, my son's disability, my 3-year-old son, because I'm a TikToker, because I'm making money on TikTok. This will literally be my second month making money on TikTok. I don't even know how this, is legal.
So I was laughing so hard. God, the fact that you don't know how child support works is just kind of mind-boggling. Like, you have 6 freaking kids. You end up making more money. They don't have to give you as much money because now you have more money to put towards the welfare of the child. That's how that works. And if you're making $2,000 a week, I'm pretty sure you're going to eclipse his income after a while. And yes, welcome to the big leagues. Welcome to 6 figures a year where you don't get food stamps, you don't get cash assistance, you don't get disability. You are now living people's dream jobs. They want to make 6 figures or more a year on the internet, and now you are doing that. You are where people want to be. And I don't feel bad for you because when you signed up for the TikTok monetization program, you filled out a bunch of tax forms. How did you not think that any of this income was going to go back to the state when you filed taxes? Or your baby daddy seeing how much money you're sharing on TikTok? Like, are you kidding me? It's not hard to find out how much money you're making. You're not making it a secret. You're literally just posting it for everyone to see. So this chick doesn't understand how anything works. Check out what she said about her kid in daycare.
So my kids just got fired from daycare.
I want to say, you can't get fired from daycare. You weren't employed there. You were not paid to be there. You can get kicked out of school. You can't get fired from school.
Since somebody reported me to the state of Michigan Department of Human Services. So now they are investigating my last income for the last 12 months. So my food stamps are on hold, my cash assistance, my disability, my kid's disability. And now the state has put a hold on my kids' daycare being paid for because my kids have been going to daycare so I can get stuff done around the house, you know.
So I want you to take a look at her profile. It says, Mama in the midst of chaos, Matt, mental health advocate. What does SAHM of 6 babies mean? SAHM, doesn't it mean stay-at-home mom? If your kids are going to daycare, how are you saying that you're a stay-at-home mom? This is how income works. The state doesn't step in and help pay for anything. I've already covered that. But the state is not about to pay for childcare. They're not about to pay for daycare for you to make 6 figures a year. It just doesn't work like that. This is how it works. You make the money and then you decide that your kids need to go to school so that you can spend that time at home making the money, and by the time they get out of school, you're now at home with them with the money already being made for the day. That's basically how it works. So let me lay this out. An officer reported you for welfare fraud. The state took away all your stuff because you got reported for welfare fraud. They sent you a bill for all the money that you wasted in their eyes. And now the state doesn't want to send you or pay for anything else that has to do with you because you scammed them out of taxpayer money. The people around you, everyone that works hard, pays taxes, you scammed everyone around you, your entire community, your entire state. You scammed them. And then you still feel like you're being wronged and that the state should pay to send your kids to daycare. You want to play this game and make money off of TikTok? Then you need to foot the bill so that your kids can go to daycare so that you can stay home and make content that actually makes the money to help feed your family. That's how it works. When I tell you she posts so much, it's not even funny. This was posted 52 minutes ago. And there's another one talking about money. I just paid off the remaining balance for my teeth to get done. Not only that, I signed my first brand deal outside of TikTok. I'm happy that somebody wants to support you and your brand, but here's how it works. They will send you the money and then they will also send you a 1099 for the year that you need to now file with your taxes. So if they send you $1,000, okay, to promote a product, you need to take at least like 300 of that and set it aside and don't touch it because that is your tax money. You don't get the full 1,000. That's how it works. And it's just crazy that she posted, I just paid off the remaining balance for my teeth to get done and I had to buy a new tooth yesterday, which makes me think about the numbers because I paid like $4,000 for this one tooth and you can't even see it. She has her entire upper row gone. Somebody leave down in the comments, how much is an entire upper row of dentures? And second off, where is she getting the money for this? Because if she's turning in those cans and making $16, just my one tooth would have taken forever to get. And yeah, where did you get the money for that? Because you've been monetized for a month or so, and if you were monetized in December, we don't get paid on TikTok until January 15th. I just want you to see how often she posts. Like, these 3 videos were in the last hour. These were all today. Like, there's like 50 something videos on here from just like the last 4 days. It's unreal how often she's on here. I really hope TikTok doesn't get banned for her sake, because she has already lost all of her government assistance, meaning that her only income is going to be TikTok. So if it gets banned, she literally loses everything. Now, if you can please like and subscribe to the channel, that would mean a lot to me, because this video was extremely exhausting. I'm going to turn the camera off and go take a break before I do anything else, because this lady just exhausts me. Y'all have a good one.
I am Joy.
Pepper, you know the real G thing, huh? How I grow up, sometime the road tough, side slow. Real patriots never buckle, never fall. How they get to run, that's why. Back from the boy, who not do that. Boy, who no can't kill with joy, who no boy. Who from your soul don't know what wrong boy. Yo, and a man bust a shot him off a pack up and board. Pointed pon him head back and board. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, no assumption. I saw the ground run. Power, married to corruption. Criminal, bred from limited options. 10 generation. I see the said song, one head man will live long. Name one. Things forever bury with no done. Name one. One good honest politician. Name one. And get a youth resilient. Back from the boy who no do that. Boy, who no can't tell with joy. Who no boy. Who from your soul don't know what wrong boy. Yo, a man better boy. And a man bust a shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, yo, a man better. Things risky, fit the misfit. Death rate fit the logistic. Chris, I want the biscuit. Eight of crackers with the whiskey. You're not listening. Crime live here, so it's not visiting. Visitors, careful, you know what the business is. Murder, plunder, pillaging. Oh, bloodshed in all the villages. You name it, yo, we live in it. Get rich, I do special delivery. Nightmare, tormented images. Vengeance, bloody cycle continuing, but know you seek that, but it's no revenge. Looking at the mirror, there is no different. Man, we full of, hey, and we know we trends back from the boy who no do that. Boy, who no can't tell with joy, who no boy. Who from your soul don't know what wrong, boy. Yup, now a man better. Any man bust no shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, yo, a man better. No assumption, I saw the ground run. Power, married to corruption. Criminal, bred from limited options. 10 generation, passing the said song. One head man will live long. Name one, brings a fella with no name one. One honest politician, name one who. And get a youth resilient. Back from the boy who no do that. Boy, can't kill with joy on the back. Boy, who from your soul don't know what wrong boy. Yo, a man better boy. Any man bust a shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that to the top. Yo, you know the thing going to suck a seat up a big, you know. Hey man, take it to man. Boy, man. To them pepper.